This game and Shaniece and Evelyn, baby, this is what you call a hot mess. He went on the podcast. I don't know if this is supposed to be an interview, but it was given more so a therapy session. And then it was given more so Shaniece didn't know nothing about the game and she was asking questions as if they first met. But they got a child together. Baby, we're gonna have to get into it. We're gonna have to get into it. Cause this interview, oh my gosh.
I'm obviously sitting here. I'm in great health, and my mental state is up to par with where I am in life. And I don't I don't cut no corners with my children. They know exactly who I am. They know who I want them to be, and they know who I am, and they know that there's no way in life in any shape or form that I'm going to allow them to walk in my footsteps.
Well, I'm happy that you're here, but I have a bone. I have a big bone to pick with you.
Okay.
How did you make me a grandmother before 50?
Yeah, she said 50, like her ass was in her 30s. Ma'am, you're in your 50s. What age do you think you're supposed to become a grandmother? 70? Come on now.
How did that happen, Jay?
I knew.
It was 49.
Yeah.
It was before 50, technically.
I knew you were in the crunch, you know what I'm saying? And I wanted to hit you with that so that by the time you're 60 years old, you have a whole like fifth, sixth grader. I didn't want to wait, any longer because, who knows, we're getting old.
Well, you made Welly a grandmother at like 38.
She was 38. I did make, my mom was a grandmother at 38.
Oh, well, so there it is.
Because I had Shaniece so young, but all I know is that I didn't know how to process the information.
It happened very quickly.
Yeah, like.
Now, see, this is coming from a woman who still wants to be youthful. Because any other woman that's in her sane mind would say, "Oh my God, my baby about to make me a grandma." Most women, or most parents in general, they jump up for joy when they hear their kids that made them a grandparent. They're like, "Oh my God, I'm gonna be a grandpa. I'm gonna be a grandma." They be like, "Yeah, finally." Girl, Shaniece is 32. But that just show you she still want to be an old hoe in the streets. What Future said?
She belongs to the streets.
She still want to hang in the streets. It's like, girl, hang it up. Your time has expired.
Yeah, like I didn't know how to like process it, right? Like Shaw tells me she's pregnant. Obviously, we have a great private conversation. And I had to sit with it for a little while because I'm like, I'm gonna be a grandmother. Like this is weird, like I know I'm 50.
Well, and you've never been a grandmother yet, so I know you were like, what does that look like for me?
What does that look like? Like what? Well, like first of all, what is she having? What is it gonna look like? What is this gonna be? How is my life gonna change? I thought about Leo. He's a young.
How your life gonna change? Now, why she talking like she the one about to carry the baby for 9 months? Like, is she for real? She is the grandmother. And she's concerned about her life gonna change. You not concerned about how your daughter life gonna change? Being 32, this about to be her first child. And the man she had a baby with swindled her ass into getting pregnant and trapped her ass for life. But you were so concerned about how your life was gonna change? Oh my God.
I thought about so many things. Then when obviously she told me that you were the dad, I was like, oh shit.
Oh, we in trouble now.
We in trouble now. But
no, you didn't say that. You didn't say that. When you heard it was the game, you was like, ching ching. Ching ching. That's what you heard. Like, come on, girl. Don't act like you was like, oh my God. No, you was like, oh. Okay, girl. You snatched you up one. You told yourself your daughter snatched her up and she gonna be set for life. You seen dollar signs and that exactly what it was. Come on now, stop the cap.
I will tell you, I've had people ask me this. They're like, well, how did you feel when you found out that he was the dad? Like, how, like, what? And my initial feeling was I was shocked, but then I found so much. I found so much peace and I know how you love your kids and I know how you parent your kids. And I said to myself, you know what? He's a great dad. He's a great dad. And so I found a lot of comfort in that. And now that we've been doing the family thing for some time, I'm like, I couldn't even see my life without Blaze.
Yeah.
So grateful that you're in our lives because I feel like, you and I, like, well, whenever I need advice, I'm doing something, the podcast, whatever, like, it's been good. Like it flows, We've had a few bumps in the road.
Yeah,
Shaw's looking like,
I mean, but
I'm talking about us.
Yeah. And, in all transparency, like that's how it should be. Anything that just goes through like smooth.
So hold up. How is it that him and Evelyn have so much roughage when they not even together? Like, why is y'all having bumps in the road? Y'all not in a relationship. So why is y'all butting heads? This is your daughter's baby daddy. Whatever they got going on, that's on them. And I think that's why Shaniece is so rebellious when it comes down to taking advice from her mother, because she probably like, well, girl, how you gonna tell me something about some man when you don't make good decisions? So it make it hard for your daughter to even believe the advice that's coming out your mouth because you don't make the right decisions for your life.
I was shocked a little bit. Like literally, I was shocked. And we got into this, thing. Like I love being a dad, right? Like absolutely love being a dad. But I was shocked as shit. And I don't think it was the reaction that Sha wanted. So she cried a little bit.
Of course she cried. For the game to be 46 years old. And for him to say, I was shocked. I was going inside this woman raw. Knowing the possibility that she could pop up pregnant. But that ain't stopped me. You went in her anyway and did what you did. And when you see what the outcome was, you was shocked. How that make sense? The game is really an embarrassment for his age group. And it just show you when people think that maturity comes with age, you would think so. But as we can see, you could be 46, damn near pushing 50, and you still move like somebody in their 20s.
And it was uncomfortable for her and for me. I didn't want to make her cry. I just was like, I didn't know what to say because I hadn't had a kid in 14 years. So I was like super shocked. She had never had a kid. So of course she was super shocked. But when she found out, she kind of got to live with it a little bit.
And bro, that has to be the worst feeling to know you went 32 years of your life, protected your womb, just to give it up to a dude that made you a baby mama.
Oh my God.
And I'm pretty sure in Shaniece's head, she was like, okay, the game 46. He'd been out here. So I'm pretty sure he gets to me. He probably want to settle down. He's tired of the streets. He want to be a family man. I'm pretty sure that is the thought that she had in her head. You can't tell me otherwise. She felt like the man did all that he can do. He want to be the family man. He probably was going to marry her. I'm for sure positive that that was the thought that she had in her head. And to see that this man had no intentions on making her a wife and he's comfortable with her just being the baby mama. Oh, I know that eats Shaniece up. I know that eats her up. But at the end of the day, you know, you look past the game being a fuckboy because he's the game. You gave the game a pass because of his name and his reputation and he's a celebrity. You gave him a pass. 32 years. You gave him a pass. And then at 32, she probably was like, well, you know, I'm 32. I am getting older. You know, um, shit, why not just go ahead and just have a kid? Fuck it. That also played a part. Her age. She probably got tired of coming across certain men that just didn't show up as the man that she probably envisioned. And she ran into the game and she was like, well, I'll take the kid. Fuck it. I'm pregnant. All right.
You know, like I didn't know as soon as she knew. So she lived with it a little bit, processed it, and then once it got to me, she had already like, you know, kind of lived with it a little bit. So I was super shocked. She cried a little bit. I was really um thrown out to the wayside about that because I didn't want to make her feel like I wasn't excited or I wasn't going to love the situation because I absolutely love my children. But we got around that, and obviously he's here and he's beautiful and throwing shit across the house. And yeah, he's
Yeah, and he is a beautiful baby. Let me show y'all a picture of the nice, sweet little baby. Let's see. This is Shaniece. This is the game, and this is the little baby. Look at him, so precious.
Sorry, but I feel like you manifested Blaze.
Yeah.
Like you were mentioning another child before I got pregnant.
Yeah, true.
Like you manifested Blaze.
Yeah.
On our first date, you were talking about a Blaze, not him exactly.
See, this is the delusion that she have told herself to kind of cope with the situation. Y'all just said earlier that he was surprised as hell when you told him you was pregnant. He had no plans on having another baby. So for you to sit here and say this man manifested Blaze is insane. Shaniece is very soft. She's very timid. She's very shy. And I just feel like people who try to run game, she's an easy target because she don't seem like she have a backbone. She seemed like she tried to do everything to please the people around her, including her mother. She seemed like she don't feel like she can really tell the mother how she feel. She always want to ask the mother her input, and sometimes you don't. Sometimes, girl, what do you think as a grown woman? You don't have your own thoughts, opinions. You need your mama every step of the way to guide you through life. That is crazy.
Yeah.
But you were talking about a Blaze, so you agree with that?
I do agree with that. I think that and you know,
we talked about kids.
Yeah, true. But just so
how y'all talked about kids and you were surprised when the girl was pregnant.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man.
I get it. I get it. Shaniece is trying to paint the picture like she wasn't just no random jump off and he was just trying to and skedaddle. But Shaniece, the reality is what it is. That's all he was trying to do. He wanted to add you to his list of celebrity women. He wanted to be able to say, oh yeah, her, I knocked that down. He knocked it down with no commitment. That's all. That's it. And it just so happened that you ended up pregnant. But trust and believe, he had no intentions on actually being with you for real like that. Let's just be real.
You know, you guys know, because you guys are, you know, beautiful women. You guys are still like women, right? But men, right? Men see a baddie, we think like, I'm gonna get her pregnant. That's what men think when they see a baddie.
You gamed me.
Come on now, dog. Come on, man. Oh, hell no.
This is a 46-year-old man that just said this. When men see a baddie, oh, I'm gonna get her pregnant. No. When a man see a beautiful woman, a woman in general, he trying to clap the cheeks. Why you capping like this, brother? Get her pregnant? You know how irresponsible that is? You know how many beautiful women they have in this world? And for you to just walk around and say, oh yeah, I'm gonna get her pregnant, I'm gonna get her pregnant, I'm gonna get her pregnant, I'm gonna get her pregnant. That don't even sound realistic. You wanna clap the cheeks, you wanna come on, brother.
You gamed me.
I'm just
Hey,
asking.
I'm just saying, when a man really sees a woman that like is that he likes and it's a baddie, that be our first thought. Like we be thinking like, damn, like I would have a baby by that. So yeah, I'm manifested. I'm manifested.
Gamed.
Yeah, game manifested. You know,
Mhm. So what lesson?
So gamed is code word for you played me. That's pretty much what it is. He played you. You know, you sitting here talking about, yeah, you know, I feel like you manifested Blaze and you wanted kids and this and that. Oh, no. He played you. And because he has money, he get away with it.
Learn how to, when I'm done with someone, I'm done with them. And because you share a child, you can't necessarily be done with them.
yeah,
So I think I had to learn how to wrap my mind around the fact that like this is for life. Because otherwise I would have been like, you know, like would we be sitting here today if we didn't have Blaze? You know what I mean?
yeah, right. Yeah, I can
You
see
know,
that.
because otherwise it would have been like, all right.
Yeah, because when you stop talking to
So basically, what Shaniece is saying, if she didn't have Blaze with the game, she would have left his ass because she see that he's full of shit and she see that he probably had a lot of broken promises. And she was like, you know what? I want out, but she see, damn, I can't really go nowhere because damn, I'm stuck with this nigga for life. You got a baby with him. So you really can't go anywhere. Damn. But he still ain't answered the question when she said, you know, if we didn't have Blaze, would we still be sitting here? He didn't really say yay or nay. He just carried on with the conversation. But it's given if they didn't have a baby, his ass wasn't gonna be with her because he had already did what he wanted to do. He slept with her.
somebody, you're like, okay, whatever.
Yeah.
But when you do share,
I mean, I feel like I would have still been on drop the low. So I would have been.
But for maybe for different reasons,
Oh, yeah,
right?
right.
Because I also do feel like we were meant to cross paths in whatever capacity we were meant to cross
Mhm.
paths in. And we were having this conversation the other day by like, well, in my opinion, the universe and God doesn't make mistakes. So
Right.
Blaze was supposed to be here. You were supposed to be Blaze's dad. We were chosen to be his parents. So I think that I just had to learn how to grasp with the fact of like, okay, this is a situation in which you have to stick around me.
Right.
No, you had to grasp that you ain't gonna never be his wife. You're gonna always be his baby mama. You have to grasp that. And my thing is, if they not even in a relationship, how is Shaniece supposed to move on from the game and be with another man? Because the game seemed like the type to say, you're not gonna have no man around my child. So then that puts Shaniece in a uncomfortable situation moving forward, because no man is gonna want to be with a woman who give him hell. If you got a baby daddy that give you hell, no man is he's not gonna want to put up with that. So then you're gonna run men away. So then it's like, well, damn, what is Shaniece left to do? And in the game head, he wants to have Shaniece in his back pocket, pull her out whenever he feel like it. Whenever he come over, he may want to clap the cheeks. And whenever he done, he done. You stay committed to me, but I'm going to be in the streets. And that is what the game is giving. That's the dynamic that he would desire.
That's not my thing. That's not my dating life. There's like one ex that I ended up being friends with like a year or two after we broke up. But so I think that's what I had to.
Yeah, I think I will say I'm proud that we're able to do this.
Yeah.
You know, because there were a few bumps in the road. And I know for you being a new mom,
Yeah.
you know, having to figure out how to co-parent with this person. He's a bullhead, he's a Sagittarius. You're like, you're a Gemini, but you gotta.
You know what I also realized? People can't have a conversation without bringing up zodiac signs. I never, like back in 2013, 2012, we didn't do that. I never, I swear, I think after COVID, that's when I started hearing people talk about zodiac signs. I never heard so many people have a conversation and bring up zodiac signs so much. Yeah, as a Sag, as a Gemini, as a Leo, you know, we da 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 da. Come on, what the? Can y'all have a conversation without bringing up y'all zodiac signs, please? Because I am getting disgusted. It's really working on my nerves everywhere you look. What's your zodiac sign? What's your zodiac sign?
Easy sometimes.
Yeah, and me, for me about her, right? Like, I think you're kind of the same way. Like, we talk every day, every other day, about like life in general. But I think that, like my baby.
Who talking to their child's mother every day about life? The fuck y'all talking about? Y'all ain't got nothing to be talking about. What? Yeah, that's a little strange. Girl, Shaniece, you better watch out for your mama.
Mama is like a special person. She's a real special person. I think she's a better person than I am. She has a way more reserve and like study, calm, almost like a perfect human being head ass nigga. Like, I feel like that about you. I don't feel like that about myself.
If she's so perfect, why you not with her? The game is just saying all that he have to say just to make himself look good and just to make them look good. Everybody on here capping. You're not about to sit here and say this woman is damn near perfect. But you're not with her though. So how perfect is she really?
I feel like I'm like got some fucked up shit going and I'm still trying to like balance out my lowrider. But for you, I tell your mom this behind your back. I tell people that ask, like, you are an outstanding human being.
Thank you.
It's a little weird to someone who doesn't know how to appreciate it at times, because I never met anyone like you in my life. And I tell everyone that. But the thing that I say the most is that, like, how great of a person you are. And so when I think about who my son will be in the future, like, I know he ain't gonna be no punk. I know he's gonna be athletic. I know he's gonna be tall, but I know that his heart and who he is in his soul is gonna be great because of you.
Yeah.
And so, and I believe that, and I know that wholeheartedly, and I won't let anyone.
So if the baby gonna be all this because of the mother, then what the hell they getting from you? Because it sounds like you ain't offering the baby nothing. You just there to do what? What character traits are they getting from you? Because it sounds like they ain't getting shit.
And like no one in the world like tell me otherwise.
Yeah, you brought tears to my eyes.
Yeah.
Thank you. That's very sweet.
But
Sweet.
that says a lot about you and your motherhood, and it says a lot about your mother, because I met your mother and she is
She's a Sag.
Oh yeah.
She's a
So
Sag.
again, she raised you,
Yeah.
and then you raised her, and you figured that out. And a lot of people, like, you don't get enough credit. Like having a baby at what, 17?
Mhm.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah.
If Callie has a baby at 17, nobody lives. The baby, the daughter, like, like I don't, like I can't. So the fact that
You know, it's very interesting when men like the game come online who got daughters. And at one point, it's cool for you to misuse women and, you know, really just not treat them how they need to be treated. If Shaniece is such an amazing woman, I ain't talking about the little regular ass hoe. We ain't talking about her. We talking about a good woman, a real nice woman. The woman that you describing, which is Shaniece, if she's such a good woman, how is it that you can't stand up and be the man that this woman needs you to be? But when it comes to your daughter, oh, your daughter better not. Your daughter better not get pregnant at 17. Your daughter better not do this, and she better not do that, and she better make a man marry her, and she better not become a baby mama. You have all these standards for your daughter. A lot of men like the game have all these standards for their daughter. But they don't have the same standards when it comes to the women that they deal with. So it's cool for you to trash other men's daughters. Fuck that bitch and I'ma just sleep with her, make a baby mama. It's cool for you to do that. But your daughter off limits. And that's the that's the shit I can't stand that men do. No, brother, your daughter is not off limits. The same way you out here playing on women, you better hope a dude don't do the same thing to your daughter that you've been doing it with. That's just the flat out reality. It's like how the audacity of y'all dudes to think that y'all daughters are off limits is crazy. You living in a fantasy world to believe that your daughter not off limits. Y'all crazy.
did that, and then you're sitting on the couch, and you guys
Like
are
you're not even an example for your daughter to even be like, okay, this how a man should treat his woman. This how my daddy show up for the woman in his life. You don't even give her an example to look for. So how you expect for her to go out into the world and actually, make it when dealing with certain men? You're not even the example that she can even be like, okay, well, my daddy, he do this, he act like this. So now she has the blueprint. You're not even the blueprint for your daughter. But she better not do this and she better not do that, and no man gonna make it. I'ma kill him, kill the baby. Oh, okay. All right, gotcha.
people say, well, you got a daughter, you better get your shotgun ready. Like, I take that shit literal. Like, if you violate my daughter, I'm going to spend the rest of I've already lived a great life. I'm almost 50 years old. I'm going to do 25 to life for the disrespect of California Dream, period. She knows it. Her mama know it. Everyone that knows me knows it, that I'm going to die about these children. And especially the girl. She shall be protected and respected at all times. That is my princess, and she deserves to live a full life and be as happy as possible. And I'm going to afford her that. Y'all got some white teeth. Y'all got like the whitest teeth.
Oh my. You see what I'm saying? You see? Oh my goodness, bro. This man ready to die behind his daughter. This man say his daughter deserves respect. She deserves to be protected. You're not gonna play with his daughter, but he gonna play with hers.